Hi everybody, just made this short video just to show you the straight bar conversion kit I fitted on my ZZR1400 Performance Sport. The kit is provided by a company called ABM. It consists of the full top yoke kit that basically just bolts straight over top of your existing one, so it's dead simple to fit, and I've also complemented that by a set of their ABM bars that also complement this particular install. Beauty of this kit, once you've got it fitted on properly, you can put your steering on full right lock, full left lock, and you'll find left lock, as you can see, look, not whacking this tank at all whatsoever, and you can give it full lock back the other way, and you've also got nice clearance down there of about an inch down there, look, between the bubble of the screen. Okay, incidentally, very important bit about this when you decide to do this, if you're going to get one, is in the kit you will find there are two little steering stop brackets, and what I'll tend to do, if I can, I'll just show you where they are. Okay, because it's so important that you do get them on. You know, it just got these instructions with it, but I just want to show you where they are, because this is vital that you do put these on first off, otherwise you're fighting against yourself. Okay, in that bottom bracket down there, as you can see, look, there's two brackets, a top bolt and a bottom bolt. On that bottom bolt there, look, there's a little shiny, if you can see it, a little tiny shiny black bracket, and it's like an S shape. In particular on this side it's 3mm thick. The one for the opposite side is 2mm thick. Basically what they do, once you've slid that bolt out, because to give you a longer bolt, because you're putting those two brackets on, you need a bit longer bolt to make it do it. Once you've done that and once you've fitted those brackets into position, it stops this steering stop going round. As you can see, it's going to go around there and it's going to stop where it needs to stop. Now you've put a 3mm packer in, essentially in there, and on the opposite side it only needs 2mm. By doing that, that's basically what gives you your clearance on your bars, and also here on your top of your, where your bubble screen comes round. So I thought I'd just mention that to you. Okay, all what I've done on mine as well, I've fitted these two brackets on, basically, as you can see, to mount the brake fluid, and I've also fitted a similar side over here, look, and to do the clutch fluid. I'll show you in a minute how I made them. Quite simple, but they do look quite effective, and it does set the bike off, and it does make the install look pretty professional. Okay, one thing I will say to you, when you order your kit, if you do go down the lines to get one of these, is just double check that you're going to get the brake line that's going to be long enough for it. Incidentally, the one that came of mine, and one or two other people have mentioned on the web, that their particular line, when they connected it, because you need to put a longer line on to make it fit these straight bars. When you put the line on, you'll find it does fit, but the radius where it goes round, just down here, I'll show you around in front of the clocks, look, that radius there with the original one that came with it was a little bit on the too tight. It come round, it was really sharp bend here, because this cable wasn't quite, this pipe wasn't long enough. I basically just went and, just to speed things along a bit, I went and purchased my own, just to get one made up while I waited. They only charged me 20 quid for a new hose. Okay, and also what you want to make sure you look at as well, I've, just by experience, my original one had like the banjo bolt had a 20mm downturn on it, so that sort of threw the brake line offline slightly. I found by getting have one with a straight banjo on, okay, and that way where your two throttle cables are, look, because they have to be turned through 180 degrees now to make them fit. That will now run adjacent and parallel with your throttle cables. I'll just go around the other side and just show you quickly. So as you can see, it just runs down along here, look, in a straight line. There's the brake hose running down here. I just put a cable tie around it to keep it running in a nice straight line, and then it's got a nice gentle curve on it now. And if you get one, mine incidentally for my bike was 470mm long from end to end, complete done. That way, if you get one, I found getting one that long, it makes it so you've got a nice gentle bend, but also if you get one any longer than that, you'll find that hose is going to rub against the underface of where your clocks are, and obviously prolonged lefts and right turns, you're going to gradually start wearing a mark onto the plastic. So I'm just being a bit finicky, but this one now, it turns. I can get full left lock on, I can get full right lock on, and it just misses, which is absolutely the bee's knees, and that's how I want it. So quickly, just going back to these two brackets. So I've got one there, look. Also got one here. Quickly to show you how I did them, dead simple. All I did was I just got myself a piece of cardboard, cut it 15mm across the width, and I just got a little socket and put on the end of it to cut the radius around it. Incidentally, the cardboard was off the box that the top yoke kit came in, so it's quite handy to use that. Okay, all I did then was just got my son to come out and hold the actual brakes reservoir for me, and just got it in roughly the position that I wanted it to be. And then all you do is just offer your piece of cardboard up, straight piece of card. Incidentally, I've already cut this one, look, just to show you, but that piece of card obviously will probably be protruding down here somewhere. But the beauty of doing it this way, it's no guesswork then. Just drop your piece of card on, and then obviously where you need the actual bend to be, just line your scissors up with that top bolt and then just snip it off. And that basically, not only that, if you line it up right, that also gives you whatever angle it comes out of. It all depends on where you've got your reservoirs and where you're happy for them to be, but that's the angle it needed to be for my bike. Okay, so once I've got that bit there, so now I knew what that one was, all I did was got another little snippet of card, put the radius on the bottom, and then I just offered it up to it and then worked it. That gave me how high it needed to be, and then I just snipped that piece of card off the same. And then imagine now I've just nipped that top piece off there because that needed a bit cutting off, look, offered it back up, and then just stick a little bit of masking tape across that. So you've masking taped the two together. So in other words, you'd have that, and then you'd have that, as you can see, look. And then all I did was just got my scissors, trimmed that bit off there, look, and then obviously put the masking tape them together, and then my finished product article ended up looking like that. And then I just rounded that corner off there, look, just made a little bit of a corner on it. Okay, and then obviously once that's made out of metal, put it in your vise, you'll have your bend on it, and that will basically be your bracket. Okay, all I did then was transferred it over. What you need to go do is go down to your local metal workshop or engineering works, wherever you're at, and just ask them for a piece of offcut of 3mm aluminium plate. 3mm is what you want because that will be strong enough. You can drop your little templates on them, look, and that piece of plate for mine, especially for this one, because this one, the other side is a bit longer. That side, incidentally, is 160 full length when it's all flattened out. Obviously you're going to put your upstands on it and you're going to put your bends on that. Okay, so once you've done that, ideally if you go and get yourself a piece of plate about 200mm long, you'll have plenty to go at. And obviously get something probably about 100mm wide, a strip, and you'll be able to cut both of them out of that. Once you've put that in your vise, because it's 3mm thick alley, it's nice and pliable, so you only tap it with a mallet and you can just soon put your upturns and bends on it. Okay, bring them over. The one on the left side was slightly different because all I had to do with that, look, as you can see there, it follows the contour of the existing bracket that was holding it on when you had your clip-ons on. Bake that to suit. All you need to do is copy it, as you can see, what I've done there, look, and basically where this little bend on the curb is, it's got a bit of a corner on it. Okay, in your case it's going to need to come straight, and then it's going to have that drop down like you did on the other one. So it's the same principle really. Offer it up to your bike, and then like you say, you'll hopefully finish off with a result of, that's the one on that side, looks nice and neat, nice, and a couple of coats of undercoat primer and 2 or 3 coats of gloss. Get them in rattle cans, that's all I did. Take your time, let them dry off, you'll be good to go. And then there's one on this side as well. Okay, and that's basically pretty much how it needs to be. One more thing I'll say though, good luck if you're going to get one of these kits, and don't rush it. But what I will say to you, safety in mind, you know what you're going to be dealing with. You're dealing with fluids, so before you start, I was a bit paranoid. I completely covered my tank on all the sides, and I even put plastic and everything all over my mudguard, because you've only got one stab at taking the fluids out, and if you're gonna lose the fluid, guarantee where it's going to go. It's going to go all over your paintwork, and that will be cringe-worthy. So make sure you don't do that. One little tip I did with mine, when I did mine, was I went on the internet and I bought one of these syringes here. Look, incidentally, this one's the 100 millimeters one, 100 milliliters. Okay, beauty of that, where I did it, there's numerous ways. By no means am I a mechanic, so please just don't follow my instructions. I just did it my way. That was how I wanted to do it. So if you're not competent, you need to get yourself a mechanic to come and do it for you. Okay, well, obviously I've got a bit of an idea what I needed to do mine. But like I say, I got a syringe, I took my tops off on each side, and basically just pop that in, and you can just suck the fluid out dead quickly, so you've got none in the pots, so that's one less chance to have anything spilling about. Okay, and other people would argue the fact that they'll just undo your bleed nipple down there and pump it out. Yeah, you can do it that way if you want to, but I just find it quicker to take these off and then do it that way. Also then, what I tended to do was, just so I knew all the fluid was out, I just went down to the bleed nipple at the bottom, put the syringe on there, and then I just sucked out and the rest of the fluid, and within seconds that was all out, and the whole system was empty. Okay, when it comes to bleeding them back up, then I won't go down that route. That's up to you. Like I say, brakes are very important, so you either know what you're doing or you don't, and if you don't and it's the latter, then leave it well alone, because you don't want to get it wrong for obvious reasons. So anyway, I've just put a little bit of a video together. I'm no professional, as you can probably see. Picture quality ain't top of the world, but it's just my view of how I've put this this kit on my bike, the ABM straight bar conversion kit. I'm well happy with it. I've tried it. I've been on the bike now about 2 weeks. I haven't got an head cam to put on my helmet, so I can't really show you what it's like, but believe me, it totally transforms the bike. It's absolutely unreal how the bike now just changed the riding style. It's nice and easy to turn into corners. It's like you're virtually sitting up straight. Yes, if you get to higher speeds, you're going to get more buffeted by the wind, but that's expected. But there's a nice compromise. You've got the choice that it takes all that weight off your wrists and off your back and off your neck. So yeah, if you want to get on these kits, then go have a look. Wish you the best of luck with that, and I just hope this video has helped any of you out. If it has, and great. Other than that, I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.